Today, we will speak about leadership, but actually, I will tell you about my story in 10 minutes, because I found that the literature is too much. So I decided to talk to you today about my past, my present, and maybe we discuss the future. My name is Rasha. I'm from Jordan. I'm a Jordanian entrepreneur working in pharmaceutical field. Okay, maybe you know her, Queen Rania of Jordan. When I look at her picture, I ask myself, is leadership genetic or mindset? In my opinion, it's mindset, which needs a self-learning and coaching. Okay, now we talk about my past. As I said, I'm from Jordan. I born and raised in Amman, in Jordan. I have 7 siblings. I am the eldest daughter of 8 kids, 4 girls and 4 boys. My family is a very, very, very humble family. We had to fight to survive. My parents never been in the school, and it was very difficult childhood time. As eldest daughter in an Arabic culture, I have to help my mother in washing, cleaning, looking after, cooking, doing a lot of responsibilities because my mother has a lot of kids. I went to a public school, like my brothers and sisters. In Jordan, we have 3 types of schools. Public schools, where is no admission fees. It's from 40 to 50 students in the classroom. Then we have the private schools, where you have from 15 to 25. Then we have, and the admission fees is like vary from 2,000 euro to 7,000 euro, depend on the school itself. Then we have the international schools. Normally, after 12 years of study, we go to the university, but I never had the chance to go to the university because of my financial situation or my family financial situation. My aunt offered me to go to a community college for studying 2 years programming science or the science of computer. My father accepted that, but he made for me many conditions. First, I have to wear the scarf. Second, I have to go to an only woman college. Third, I have to follow up my responsibilities as the eldest daughter. Then I have not to ask him for money. Okay? I finished my college. My age was 20 years old, and I started working. The computer in 1999 was very newly introduced to Jordan. So I started to teach Windows 95, Windows 98 to different people. And in that time, my father became like 50 years old, so he stopped working. So I have to finance all the family, 7 siblings with my parents. So I was working day and night, weekend and not weekend, holidays, every day I have to work. I worked 7 years until the age of 27. It was like different jobs, administrative jobs, computer instructor. I was making networking. I was following any opportunity to gain money for my family. Then, when I became like 27 years old, I moved to pharma business. The start of pharma. Because of my networking, hard working, I met one day in a casual dinner with an Iraqi businessman. And he told me, Rasha, why you don't work with me? Then I told him, doctor, I only know aspirin. Okay? So then he said, okay, fine, but you will learn. You are smart. So he encouraged me. Of course, from the background which I came from, I cannot think that I am smart. This is very important. So then I started to work with him. He wanted me to work with him as a public relation to find for him some business opportunities out of Jordan. I met him in Jordan. So I was starting to look with him for this. And then I told him, doctor, you are selling Arabic medicine. Why we don't go to Germany and to find some medicine from there? So I made some connections through the internet communication, and we went there. We met many companies, and we started to source some products to send it to his company in Jordan and then to sell it in the Middle East. At that time, it was 2007. Okay? At that time, he told me, I will not participate in this company, but I took the risk, and because some people offered us in Germany to have a small company to be intermediate. Okay, now the start in Europe. No language, no experience, no residence, no money, no family, no boyfriend, no friends. It was a nightmare for me. Okay. Fine. I came to Germany not as a refugee, but actually in the same situation like them. I have no money, I have nothing. And I have nobody to take care about me or to follow me. So I can tell you from my own experience, it needs a transformation surgery to transform your head from this culture to another culture, like German culture. Nothing similar between our culture and German standard. I have to learn everything myself. Then I have to travel a lot, and I have financial responsibilities because I have to send money for all my family, and I have to finance a little bit my business in order to grow up. I bought this picture because I was searching in the first apartment I rented for some days. I was searching, where is the hole the water is going in? Because in Middle East, we have a hole where the water discharge inside, and then we throw the water. Then I found this mob, and they told me, there's no hole in this apartment. You have to clean it by this, okay? And this is applied for many, many, many examples, but this is one of the simple examples. Okay. So this is in Europe. Actually, I learned a lot from German, okay? And it was very neutral with them. And I was always surprised that when I sent email, they respond to me and so on. So it's not like our culture, especially if you are not from an elite family. Then, in the Middle East, I have the struggles in Europe, in Germany mainly. It's very high standard, class A. Then in Middle East, I am competing in men's territory. I have to apologize because I am a woman, because they expect that I am a secretary or normal employee. They don't accept a woman to be a leader, not a leader, a manager, let's say, and to sell to them medicine. They try always to pass by. Then the underestimation. Then we have the sex business. Give me a kiss, I give you a deal. And it's always discussion. Then we have the income discrimination, because all the pharmaceutical traders in Middle East are rich, and I'm not rich. Then I have the pressures of needs. I need money to send to my family, to pay this, to pay that, to buy tickets, to sustain. It's too much pressure. There was no social life for me. And the most important, I have to focus on what is avoided, not what I want. Because my father implemented in my mind, everything is forbidden. You cannot go to the bar, you cannot drink, you cannot have a man, you cannot make sex, you cannot date. Everything is forbidden. So, in my mind, the fears of the forbidden things controlling me, but I have to fight alone without touching the things around me. I have to go to my meetings and come back to sleep, and that's it. Okay. That time, I was like, I became 32. From 27 years old to 32, I was intermediate. Then I decided to make my own brand. So I started to make a brand. And in 2015, I sold my company, which I created in 2007, and I bought the company Saydam. I sold it because after 8 years, I discovered that I never choose something. I was only selecting the best option in front of me. That's it, because I was not with the financial muscles to decide. But in 2015, when I became 36 years old, I felt like I can select what I want now. I want to change everything. Of course, take in consideration that all my brothers and sisters now married. They have apartments, they have cars. I built up all the family. They have kids, they have many things. Thank you. So now, I have Saydam AG. Saydam AG is a startup company. I decided to start again, even I was making a good business before and bigger than Saydam, but I decided to start again with my own majority shareholder company because I learned all what I need from the business. So what I'm doing now, I said I want to move the private label trend to Middle East. First, I want to make Saydam's brand, which is geographically arm for Middle East from Switzerland and Germany. And I am in Switzerland only because of commercial issues, not because there's a difference for me between Switzerland and Germany. Arab people, they like both. So we are following the international trend by OTC and private labeling and contract manufacturing. I enjoy my own brand. I reduce the overpassing because they always try to turn around me. Then I have a niche business where nobody do in Middle East, only me with full cycle from A to Z. Then I like to work with SMEs in Germany and Switzerland, and I create a new profession in Middle East, private label service provider. For your information, the private label in Middle East is less than 1%, while it's in Switzerland, for example, 45%, and in Germany, around 40% of everything is a private label. So I have a team today of around 25 ladies in Jordan. They are making the sales. I created many jobs opportunities in Middle East for this line. Anybody left me, he has a lot of experience in private labeling and sourcing and different things. I'm proud to empower all of them to do a new profession in Middle East where nobody have the experience. Today, they said, I am beyond the traditional business. I am very happy when everybody in the pharmaceutical field telling me, oh, we want to be like you. Nobody knows how much I suffered and how much I was afraid many, many nights and alone to become like this. But I am very happy that they don't see the details, they see only the final picture. Today, there is no more sex deals. When I enter the room, I decide what I want. Finally, I want to tell you 5 lessons for leadership from my experience. First one, fears is the biggest problem. You should not be afraid because nobody sees this, only you, and it affects you a lot. Number 2, be loyal. I realized from the beginning that I need sustainable, strategic human relations because I have no muscles. This gives me a lot of competence. Number 3, and don't use people like bridge. You have to pass with people together. Number 3, you have to be focused. Focus is the margin between the failure and success. And number 4, you have to enjoy giving back. You have to give everything to people, to enjoy giving money, experience, everything. And number 5, and it's very important. You have, in order to success and to become a leader, you have to go out of your comfort zone. Because if you stay in your comfort zone, you will not be up to standard like others. Thank you very much for listening to me.